Hey, what's up, guys? It is SJB Santos, the social media manager for Bosco Esports, and today I am with Coach Derek. How you
What's up, Brad?
doing? Nothing much. Just excited to come back and cast a few games. I believe we're taking a look at our gold team again today, right?
Yes, sir. Gold versus MILLIKAN High School.
Nice.
Relatively close geographically to us over here, over in Long Beach. We know they have a pretty robust program. They got, in addition to League of Legends, they got a bunch of other titles, and they're growing, and they're looking really, really good and really promising. Their jungler is particularly talented. I think he's, if not the best, maybe second best in terms of gold per minute in state. So we're excited to see what happens.
Okay, great. We're just going to get straight into it, and we'll see you guys after the intro. All right, and it looks like we're just about getting started here. We've got Jackie Love on his Aatrox, Roberto on Kane, Kaysen on the Vigar, Gabe on the Tristana, and Aiden on the Nautilus. And they're up against, that's a really aggressive team comp they got there. They've got a Tryndamere, a Poppy, LeBlanc, Draven, and Pike. That's dangerous. They're definitely going for like an early win for sure.
That's a lot of AD too, by the way.
Yeah.
A lot of AD.
So looks like Aiden's going to be playing a pretty huge factor. As long as we just don't feed that LeBlanc, we'll probably be fine. We have a really strong comp. The Vagar, CC, the Kane CC, if he goes red. Aatrox comes in with knockups, and the Nautilus CCs. And not to mention, Gabe can ult as like a little oh crap button, just in case there's a LeBlanc or a Pike right on top of him. So I'd say we have a really good comp to deal with that. We just got to make sure, we don't do any dumb plays.
Yeah, I agree. As far as their comp goes, I mean, if Pike can chain his R in a team fight, if they can get enough damage down, we won't necessarily need to have even numbers, because Tryndamere traditionally is a split pusher, so they're not really going to be in a team fight situation ideally for them.
Yeah. Preferably if Aiden, not Aiden, Jackie could put up some big, pokes, exchanges up there in the top lane, we can definitely keep Tryndamere's annoyingness, I guess you could say, down to a minimum.
Yeah, especially pre-6, man.
Yeah, I mean, even, most Tryndameres go Ignite because they're always looking for like a level 1, level 2 kill. We saw that Jackie's doing a really good job at negating that. Actually, hold that a second. There's actually a fight going on the ball lane. Gabe getting really low. Heal force from both sides. Unfortunately, Draven does end up getting the first blood. Aiden probably going to be forced to flash if he doesn't get out. Yep, or just barely. Actually, not out of the woods just yet. It gets hooked, but I don't think Pike has enough damage just yet. Not the best start for Bosco there. Ignite and Flash forced from the Bosco bot lane in exchange for the Draven's Cleanse, actually. I just noticed that he's using Cleanse. Cleanse and Pike's Ignite. So, may prove to be a threat in the bot lane in regard to that Draven. Looks like he knows what he's doing from that level 2 kill there. So, got to be a little bit cautious, but looks like Jackie's making up for the team deficit there, getting a solo kill in the top lane, and he had to use his flash, but I'd say pretty worth it against the Tryndamere.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to keep him down as long as you can.
Yeah, those early kills, I mean, the earlier he falls behind, the less of an issue is going to be, 100%. I mean, there is that chance that, he could catch up by, I guess just splitting and solo farming later, but...
Yeah, I mean, if he's a farming god, then he'll catch up for sure.
Yeah.
But I don't think Jackie's going to let him do that. He's not really the type of guy to just abandon his lane.
Oh, force flash coming from the LeBlanc. Kaysen almost catching him out with that E. The interesting placement there by Roberto. Don't think he had in his mind that Poppy E does stun if you get locked into a surface. So
Yeah, he got tackled there, and then I think LeBlanc landed her chains on him too.
yeah,
So
it's
just
just
CC
rough.
hell for him right there.
Yeah, luckily the LeBlanc did end up using both her summoners there, so it's not like it's the worst thing in the world, but it is still very dangerous to see. Kaysen getting dangerously low. Poppy's gonna go right in between. Forced to flash, but I guess it's better than done.
Yeah, definitely.
Ooh, this Tryndamere actually just... I would be tilted. He E'd just a little bit too far and ended up tanking turret shot. And that level, what is that, 3 or 4? Yeah, level 4. It hurts, and looks like Aiden's going to go down yet again. Gable doing his best to keep himself alive. Pike going in for the hook. Not going to be able to land it, I don't think. Actually, he does. But Roberto is here to clean up. Can he land a W, get that slow? No, Pike gets out clean. Bot lane doing some massive work for... Sorry, can you remind me of the team again? Monts?
Oh yeah, sorry. This is MILLIKAN.
MILLIKAN, okay. Yeah, MILLIKAN bot lane is looking really, really scary here. They're up about 10 CS in ADCs, 2-0 for the Draven. Already has that Dirk, and we got to do something about it soon if we don't want him to kind of just put the whole game on his back. I know that, you know, Jackie is doing a really good job at keeping that Tryndamere down and all that, but if there's a fed Draven and he has a tank to kind of support him like that Poppy, then it might not be enough to stop him.
Yeah. Yeah, that might be the only thing that can stop Jackie. I mean, he's already got a 2-level advantage. He's got ults. Tryndamere's got nothing.
Yeah. We saw Roberto pathing down towards the ball lane. I guess just a little bit better timing, and he would have been able to make that maybe a 2-0, maybe a 2-1, but nonetheless would have gotten a little bit of gold for Gabe there. But Roberto's got to put some pressure on that. Nice clean dodge from Kaysen, reminiscent of my days in the mid lane.
He made that LeBlanc look silly. The chains just...
He just has to pop R. Actually, does he have R? He does have R. All he has to do is flash R this LeBlanc. But looking at the minimap there, Poppy is near the area. Takes a little explosive plant there. We saw a little burst of speed. Roberto looking for a gank up top. Poppy looking for a gank in mid. I think Roberto's going to get the first kill here. Roberto goes in, gets a Q off, misses the W. Taking a little bit too many shots, and he will go down, unfortunately. But we see in the mid lane that Kaysen does get a kill onto the LeBlanc, but he's getting chased down by the Poppy. Has no mana, has no flash. I don't think he's going to be able to get out of here. Not the worst. I mean, he did get 2v1 ganks, so be able to get a kill back on the LeBlanc, especially after she's 1-0. Pretty decent trade.
That looked to me like it was going to go through. It looked like it missed the minion and was going to hit the Draven.
Yeah.
These hitboxes sometimes are a little tricky, I guess.
You hate to see it. Ballin doing a good job at keeping a ward down on those bushes, make sure that Aiden isn't able to put too much pressure on them. Aiden predicting some Draven W's, putting up a W of his own, keep himself nice and healthy. He does notice now that there is a ward in the bush because the minions did aggro on him while he was in there. Roberto coming down bot, goes for the engage. Flash Q coming up from the knowledge, says hey, land on the Pike. E going out to Tristana. She might just die here.
One more time.
One more, and she's dead. Can we get a passive? Nope. Just barely out of range, unfortunately. This Tryndamere does not respect the boundaries whatsoever. That was 2 or 3 hits, and he's down to like 25% HP. So he needs to be a little bit more worried. Ooh, close. Almost from downtown.
Speaking of hitboxes.
Yeah. Looks like... are we doing the dragon? I can't tell right now from the minimap.
I believe we are, yes.
Okay, yeah, so Aiden coming up to help Roberto do the dragon here. Poppy catching wind of it, but decides to ignore that. Goes for Gabe. Gabe should be able to get out just fine. Taking a look at the minimap and his health bar on the right side there should be fine. Jackie looks for a kill here, but the Tryndamere does have Ari. It's okay. He's going back into ignite range of Aiden. He might just die to the ignite. No. Okay, very, very lucky. But 1 HP. Aiden does have flash. No, sorry. Jackie does have flash. Decides not to go for it. But, I mean, that Tryndamere back doesn't have teleport. That's a huge push potential for Jackie there.
Oh, yeah. He's going to get massive plates.
Yeah, I mean, that tower's already at half HP. It's been 9 minutes. That's going to go down for sure.
Yeah, right now we're sitting pretty comfortably on a 1,000 gold advantage.
Yeah, despite being down a decent amount of CS in the bot lane, doing a pretty good job at kind of holding up there. I mean, Jackie by himself is essentially just making up for that advantage. Looking at the CS, they're up 50, 51. Just kind of abusing that Tryndamere. Kaysen in a 1v1, well, it was a 1v1. Forces the flash out of LeBlanc, gets a flash out of his own. Pretty worth, I'd say so, at least. Gets a little bit of... Actually, no, this Poppy's going back in. I think he's going to tower dive. Doesn't get a stun onto the Kaysen, though. Ignite goes off on the Poppy. No, sorry. Ignite goes off on Kaysen. Oh, that's
Are you serious?
I haven't seen that happen in so long.
With the smite for the kill secure.
You hate to see it.
That's that's especially painful because Kaysen's primarily a jungler usually.
Yeah, he is.
That's a little disrespectful.
This Pike. Honestly, I would have gone in there if I saw that Pike use both his hook and his E. He has no escape there. Would have been forced to flash if he didn't hit an auto on him. Q does miss. Draven going on the hunt. Really confident. I guess he does just do enough damage to back that up. Just about a 1,000 gold lead for Bosco here. Dragon's up in about 250. Kaysen up on... No, sorry, not Kaysen. I'm used to Kaysen being my jungler.
Yeah.
Oh, a little engage coming in for the Pike. Aiden does already use his W. Does get the Pike down low enough for Tristana to do some damage here. Gabe W's into the Draven for some godforsaken reason.
What did I just see? What was that? Okay.
Kind of overestimated his damage a little bit.
Yeah. I think, I might want to look at that again later. It looked to me like when he went in with his W, he didn't land it either on the Draven.
Yeah.
Like he overshot him, it looked like a little bit.
He also used his E, the little ticking time bomb, on the Pike, not the Draven. Despite that Pike essentially already being close to dead. Sorry, hold that thought for a second. That Tryndamere
is going to die, I think.
Looks like he's going to give up the chase. Oh, well, but Kaysen doing massive amount of damage on there. Poppy's about 1 HP. Forced to flash from the Kane, but I'd say worth. They should be able to get Rift Herald here and maybe probably push top. I would guess push top, get that tower. It's already at like 50% HP, so that'd be a really easy first tower gold there.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that Tryndamere looks to have stayed. Should be healing up from the minion wave there as Jackie went to go help towards mid. Kaysen getting caught out on the chains does get a little bit of damage applied onto him. That Tryndamere just
is asking for trouble.
Yeah, absolutely.
There it is.
Just see it. That's all you need. That's it. Yep. Looks like LeBlanc getting a little bit aggressive on Kaysen, but luckily Roberto is there to make sure he stays alive. Gets a W off on the LeBlanc, gets a slow off, but Poppy is coming up for the backup, so they are forced to back up. Ball lane heavily pushed into the tower. Not much they can do really, and that is a 4-0 Draven. So kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place.
Yeah, well, we might have been asking for it on this one because his name, summoner named Banshako Lose. I'll let you guess what we did in Bans and Picks.
Yeah, I'm guessing you banned Shaco.
Yeah, we sure did.
So he's a Shaco ADC?
I don't know. I think maybe in his solo duo he plays some Shaco. His teams call on him to play ADC. Okay.
Bosco does get a jump off on the Draven there, but Gabe getting a little bit too overconfident once again and does end up paying the price for it. Aiden gets a hook off into the Poppy. Jackie comes in for the kill, and that is a 2-1 trade for Bosco. That didn't have to be a 2-1. Gabe just got a little bit too close, but nonetheless, that is bot lane prio for Bosco. And looking at the map, they should just be able to take this dragon, no problem.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, 2-for-1 plus Water Drake. We'll take that.
I'll take it for sure. But the danger here also, though, is I believe Jackie teleported.
Yeah.
And Tryndamere can get turret plates fast if he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, luckily the turret did remain a bit healthy for the entirety of the game, so he should just be able to get 1 max. I don't think he'll get 2. Yeah, he didn't get 2. So 1 turret plate, I'd say it's a fair trade, especially considering that this Rift Herald's about to take... Oh! You hate to see it.
That would have been like at least 2.
That would have been 2.
Maybe 3 plates.
Yeah, at least 2 for sure. That's...
fat gold.
It's got to be cash to curse or something, because as soon as I was talking about it, you hate to see it. Okay, so Jackie pushing up top lane to the tier 2. Mid seems relatively balanced. Rift Herald did get some good amount of damage off in the balling turret there. So
LeBlanc grabbing a stack on the LeBlanc for free.
Oh, LeBlanc
Wow.
predicts it as
Whoa.
well. Whoa. Okay, so
Sin.
I'm kind of confused on why the LeBlanc did that. I guess she thought she was out of that E range, but hold that thought. Balling going in for the engage. R goes onto the pike. Q gets onto the pike. And that E should be more than enough, but I saw that Draven doing a lot of damage to Kayn. Poppy coming in. I don't think she knows where Kayn is, fortunately, so they won't be able to get it go. Kayn goes out into the open, gets found out. R's onto the Poppy, gets up a little bit more health. Poppy should be going down here. 1 HP goes down. Draven looking relatively low. The Tristana ult, not enough to kill the Draven, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Lives to see another day. It remains 5-1, but I thought, honestly, that Poppy was going to go in there and just clean everything up. So that turned out a lot better than I thought it would be.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So, yeah, Gabe's making a comeback. 4-3, 150 gold bounty on him. Slowly but surely making his way back into relevancy.
Oh.
This LeBlanc getting completely harassed in her own base. That does not look fun to play against.
No, not at all.
Yeah, Jackie 7-0-1 is so far in this game. Have a 700 gold bounty. Top lane getting pushed into the tier 2. Mid lane just about down for that tier 1, and balling tier 1 is down. So it looks like Bosco slowly but surely starting to close this game out.
Yeah, 2 dragons, 3 towers.
That Draven is 5-1 though, so 1 good
7 kill advantage. I mean,
yeah,
look at the gold.
but 1 good team fight for that Draven could completely flip this game around.
True. True. But, I mean, the tough thing about him, if there is a team fight, he's got to watch out for Roberto getting in there in the back line and just demolishing him before he can do anything.
All that Kaysen has to do is press R, and that Draven is dead.
Yeah.
I'm almost 100% sure. Kane coming into contact with the LeBlanc, does find it. Misses the W, does not get the slow off. Tryndamere coming in to help the LeBlanc. Kane, a little bit of a risky area. Doesn't look like he would get out. Nautilus coming in, forced to flash. We'll take that over nothing. Pike does land a Q onto the Nautilus. Nautilus getting relatively low. Forces the ore onto the LeBlanc. That Pike is 1 HP, does get killed off. Gabe flies out of the cage. Just, oh, that Tryndamere ease into the cage.
The ult
Love to see it. Jackie coming in, cleanup crew, gets the Poppy to 1 HP in that chain. Gonna get pulled back. That is a kill. LeBlanc testing her luck.
Oh.
Overall.
Poppy was out. And she had, I don't know what you were thinking there, but.
We'll take that. We'll
Yeah,
take those.
definitely, for sure. But, jeez.
This is at least an inhibitor. I'm guessing maybe. It's either inhibitor or they try to set up to go.
I would go
this next dragon.
I mean, dragon or baron? What are we looking at here?
Baron doesn't spawn for another 2 minutes, so if they don't decide to end here after getting a next wave of kills, they should go dragon. Looks like they're kind of taking their time to go to the base, but yeah, looks like Aiden is.
Rift Herald's coming up. There's just so much coming up right now.
Yeah. Look at the mini map there on the top half. LeBlanc and I think that's Poppy. Yeah, both of them coming in for Jackie. Jackie does get a kill off on the Tryndamere. He plays this right. He could 2v1, but that LeBlanc's doing a lot of damage. Not getting the life steal.
Oh.
And that is a 700 gold bounty down the drain. Oh,
and
this is a kill.
Whew.
You
Melted him.
would hate to be an ADC against a Veigar, for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's just essentially kind of proves what I was saying. All Kaysen has to do is press R, and that at least 50% of that Draven's HP is just melted.
Yeah.
So, pretty safe game from Bosco as long as they just, play to their advantages.
Yeah. Don't throw it, for example.
Yeah. Just keep Kaysen nice and healthy. Make sure that Draven is in his range, and that's about GG.
Yeah.
Bot lane has jungle going in for this. Fire Drake, this should be the third one. Just 2 away from Soul. I don't think they'll get to that point, though. I think this game might be over sooner than that. Kane in the jungle does find the Poppy, misses the W. Poppy, for some reason, hits the plant backwards. Might be able to save herself, maybe? Yeah, okay, Veigar doesn't have a cage. Luckily for them, they are able to get out. But Bosco's not done pushing. They are pressuring this bottom inhibitor. LeBlanc does land a little shame there. Nautilus getting hit by the Q. Pyke getting a little bit aggressive. Gabe is base tanking the tower?
No. Another questionable W.
Yeah, but Kane, luckily Kane is there to kind of clean 1 kill up at least. Does get taken out by the Draven at the end, but
and some shutdown gold for Draven too.
Gabe's definitely running a few laps for sure. He could be 5-2 right now, but he's kind of overestimating where he's at in the game in terms of damage, because that was a turret tanking 1v3 dive as an ADC.
Yeah.
So, not sure where that was supposed to go, but Poppy coming in for a flank on the Aatrox. Aatrox is healthy, though. If he pops his ult, I think this could be a 3v2 dub for Bosco. Just put out a lot of damage. Tryndamere, the first one to go down. Draven pops his ult. That Poppy is about 1 HP. Ignite does end up getting the kill. Draven about 75% HP. Flashes for the kill. Does he get it? Does he get it? Running back to his Nexus. Draven popping the emo, but I don't think he'll get out of this one.
There it is.
That's
kills.
rough.
He called it. Can you go 4?
No. Tanked too many turret shots there, fortunately. But
I mean, Superman's pushing.
yeah, that's 3 kills down
the
on the enemy there. I think this is just about GG as long as they focus these towers. That's 1 tower down, 1 left to go. Tryndamere is up, applies a little bit more pressure onto Bosco, and forces him to back up.
Oh my goodness.
Well,
and just like that.
Bad GG. Yeah, any hope that they kind of had for coming back in this game is essentially gone. Kaysen just doing an insane amount of damage on Veigar. Kind of what you expect to see. 1, because it's Veigar, 2, because it's Kaysen. So Poppy ignoring her Nexus.
That'll do it.
And despite a really, really rough start, Bosco does end up coming on top.
Yeah. 13-28, 10,000 gold advantage. They didn't get a single turret or dragon.
Yeah, I actually just noticed that.
Herald.
Yeah. It was a really good game. And since that was such a short game, I think we actually have time to look at the game 2.
Let's check it out. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So we'll be right back after this intro.